Last video, we talked about using acceleration, top speed, and deceleration. This video, we're going to talk about braking acceleration and top speed.
Yes, we
and
are.
how we're going to do it.
Yes. So, in one of the video examples we had in our last video was this, where I'm going 120 miles an hour, my acceleration is 40, so it looks like I can go 160 next turn. That could be one of my choices, except my top speed's only 140, so I can't. Well, let's talk about how you can. You can do something called a test, and a test in championship formula racing is a die roll where you attempt to temporarily, for this turn only, increase your acceleration or your deceleration or your top speed, and you can do multiples. You can test multiple attributes on a given turn, but you can only test each attribute once. So I couldn't try and go 180 because that would be testing my top speed twice. So in this case, we're trying to go 160. Championship formula racing, you always roll 2 dice, and you consult this chart. So you can see on this chart that the green results are good, red results are bad, and for a test of top speed or acceleration, 2 through 9 is good, 10, 11, 12 is bad. So let's roll some dice and see what happens. I rolled a 6, I succeeded, so I'd get to go my 160. Now, if something tragic had happened and I'd rolled a 10, then I wouldn't get to go 160, I'd have to go 140. Also, I would break my top speed, so now my top speed's 120 for the rest of the race, which is kind of damaging for me. And further, if I break my top speed again, or my acceleration in this case, as accel and top speed are linked, then my engine blows up and I'm out of the race. So given that risk, let's talk a little bit about skill, because skill is a way to make this a little bit easier. So I'm going 160 again. One of the other attributes you buy for your car at the beginning of the race is skill, driver skill. And driver skill gives you a point pool of some chips that you can use to improve your dice. So in this case, I got myself some green chips. Green chips are -1 to a die roll, and a red chip, which is -3. I can use up to 2 of these per die roll, so I can get up to -2 just by using green skill. Or I can use this for -3. I can also break this into change if I need to later, but we're not going to worry about that yet. So let's say I want to apply 1 skill. I could apply 1 skill, and then if I rolled my 10, it would actually be a 9, and I'd be safe. But you have to say how much skill you're using before you roll the dice. So you don't know if it's going to help you or not, but it can help your odds. So that's how you exceed acceleration or top speed on a turn. You can try and do both. For instance, if I were going 100 miles an hour, I could go 160 by testing my acceleration and testing my top speed. And I'd have to roll once for each one. I'd roll accel first, and if I exceeded that, then I'd roll my top speed, and if I exceeded that, I'd be going 160. The other thing to know is once I'm going 160, once you've exceeded your top speed, if I decide to go 160 again next turn, I still have to roll my dice again, because each test only applies to that turn. Now, deceleration works pretty similarly. You can test decel for the same effect, but there's a lot of other choices there, so we're going to talk about that next video.
Goodbye.